Hi. I forgot what I said.
I don't know my name.
Hi, my name's Erica.
And I'm Kevin.
Welcome to Accio WIP.
More like Accio Rocky Exhaustion. Freaking tired.
I slept today.
Yeah, you slept today. So, it's been an extra week. We just got off of the Frogwarts Year 4 virtual retreat online. And, yeah, we're pooped. It's been a long, 5 days?
Wednesday afternoon to Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon, yeah. So,
yeah,
it's quite a bit, and it's kind of competitive stitching if you want to. If you don't want to, you can not participate in that part. But we kind of compete against ourselves. For those of you that probably went to the retreat, you know that it's Hufflepuff versus Ravenclaw.
See, Hufflepuff.
And yeah, I gave it my best shot, but spoiler, she won.
If I could, I had the word. Label my photos correctly, I think I probably could have done better.
Yeah, there's a lot of caveats to her winning, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, the retreat's super, super fun. Everybody's awesome. It's a great time.
Excited for next year.
Excited already for next year, even though I didn't even stitch today. I looked at some fabric and went, no, I need a day off.
I have to stitch.
Yeah, I almost did this morning, but I don't know. The news was actually kind of interesting this morning. There's some local stuff going on that I got wrapped up in, and next thing you know, I had to log into work. So, but yeah, it's an extra week. We took an extra week just because Frogwarts was coming up. We were prepping for that. Shopping, getting snacks, getting all this stuff ready, because we don't leave the house for 4 days, or 5 days, 4.5 days, and we didn't really. I think I had to take my daughter to work once. Otherwise, I told my oldest son, "Drive your sister." I'm like, don't interrupt me. So.
Yeah. Oh, this shirt. It's from Frogwarts this year, and it is from Athena Stitching Goddess Designs.
Yep, same with mine. Actually, the photos she does, I'm the model shirt. I'm not in it, but my shirt is. So I feel I'm a model now. Hey.
Right.
Do the catwalk, right? Do a little twirl. So yes, I'm a little loopy right now.
Catwalk.
Do the catwalk. Yeah. Remember that song? What was that song?
I don't recall, but I mean, I
do
know
a
the
little
song.
turn and do the catwalk.
So anyway, we'll tell you. So this weekend, we were saying it's Frogwarts. So this is the pattern that we got. We got it on July 2nd. And the people that finished this 12,000 plus stitch pattern, they got extra points and stuff, and I I'm never any close. I think I got to at the end of the retreat. So I stitched on it from July 2nd to
The end of the
July
retreat.
15th.
Sunday, yeah.
And I got about 30% done. I was doing other things, so, I knew I wasn't going to get that done, so I was doing other things.
Yeah.
But we'll show you. We'll
go through them all. We got
that.
a lot of stuff to show because we touched a lot of whips. We got quite a few finishes done during the retreat, so we'll go through them. I'm going to do a little different this time. I'm not going to do before pictures. There's just way too many things that we touched right now, and we're we're already behind schedule on our video, so just to speed up the process a little bit, I'm not gonna show before pictures because I actually have to go to the office tomorrow.
Too much editing.
Yeah, I go to the office tomorrow, and then I have an after work dinner to go to with work, so I'm not getting home till probably 9 o'clock tomorrow night is when I'll probably finally try to edit and start the upload process, which that takes forever too. So just to streamline it a little bit, I'm not going to show before pictures, but we'll get into that. So before we get into our finishes that we touched, I got a little bit of haul. I'm not going to show a bunch, but I'm super excited about this. Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery released a new pattern a little while ago, and I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I had to pick it's hard to pronounce this thing, but
just show it.
I know it's the Namare
that
whatever, yeah, tapestry.
The
there
tapestry.
We go. So I bought this pattern, and I instantly knew the fabric I wanted and the color that I wanted to do, or the thread that I wanted to do. So I picked up some 40 count murky, which I think is going to look awesome for this. And I'm using DMC 729 to go on this. So let's see if I can do this somehow.
Let me move.
Let you move, yeah. So that's what it'll look like. So I think that'll turn out really good. So I'll do it 1/2, 40 count, typical stitch there. But super excited to start this. Yeah, I'm looking for punishment doing 40 count again, but I love doing the spider banner on 40 count. So I'm giving 40 count another shot and see if I continue still liking 40 count. So, but yeah, that was my little quick haul update. I was super, super excited to get that done, or get that in, and semi-kitted up, ready to go. So,
yep.
More pre-retreat. So, you guys saw Spider Banner. I'm officially calling that done. A lot of you chimed in saying, yeah, I don't understand the orange. Somebody said it was a pumpkin, which made sense. But still, it didn't really look... I didn't like the look of it. So, and a lot of people agreed with that. So, yeah, we're considering that completely done, which is awesome. But, stupid me completed Sweet Summertime. And I say stupid me, we'll get into this in a little bit, but this could have been a retreat finish, and I finished it like 4 days before the retreat. So that's Sweet Summertime by Cottage Garden. Now I threw my book away. Samplery. But yeah, I went crazy on that thing and put in just shy of 1,400 stitches in about a 3-day period. I was just and finished it up. So that was my big finish that I planned on showing you guys last Monday, but we didn't record. So
yeah, he got it all done by last Monday, and then we didn't.
Then we didn't record. We're like, hey, let's postpone it a week. So. That was all pre-retreat, and then from here on out, it's pretty much going to be retreat business, because I think anything that we stitched For our normal recording, we stitched during the retreat. So,
yeah.
You want to start with your finishes?
Sure.
Okay.
I finished 3 things during the retreat. So during the retreat, as I said, if you finish that one thing, you get a crap ton of points. You get 100 points. But now, if you finished other things, it depends on the size. You get different amounts of points. So
and they're kind of low. It's like 4, 8, 10, 12. I think 16 was the maximum.
Yeah.
16 or 18 points is the maximum.
And this year you had to have 200 stitches left on your pattern before to be able to count.
Yeah.
And I finished year 3. All I had to do was and I got it all ready. I did the specialty stitches. I did the back stitching. I did everything except 200 stitches right down here on the banner, down at the bottom. So I did that one.
See, she planned. Oh, I'm gonna leave just over 200 stitches. I didn't even think about. I thought about finishes.
I was telling you this is what I was doing when
I know.
you were working on your Sweet Summertime.
I was. This is what I'm saying. I was dumb and I finished Sweet Summertime. Spider Banner was supposed to be another retreat finish, but that kind of got an early termination. So there was 2 finishes that could have went in my finish bucket. But
yep.
Anyway. The retreat. I started that May 24th of this year and then finished it on the 14th. And I put in just shy of 600 stitches to get that finished on the retreat. So that's that one. I know you got more finishes, so
Yes.
finishing queen over here.
My next one is I was just gonna call it Sweet Summertime. S'mores Barbecue. This is done on 25 count Evenweave, vintage country mocha. I had like about this far to go, and I got that done in I think like 2 hours. I cannot believe how fast this was stitching up. I got last year I was getting about 150 stitches each hour, and this time on this one I got 300 and something. I've never stitched that fast in my life. And so I'm thinking I need to do a lot more on 25 count for the retreat next year.
Yeah.
Because that worked really well.
I love that pattern too. It's just a cute pattern. I love that one.
Yeah, this is from Tempting Tangles Designs. I got it from a magazine.
Just cross stitch, right?
Yeah, just cross stitch October 2016. We have a digital.
Yep. Okay. My finish number 2 was Penny's Potions. I know I showed this, I think, last episode or the episode before. Oh my gosh. My folding did not work there. Let's just drop the bottom. There you go. So I got that one done. This was a super fun stitch. I just kind of chuckled every time I picked it up. That frog, looking at that fly. Isn't that hilarious? Ooh, what's that? So yeah, that was finish number 2. I started that May 8th and finished on July 15th. And that one, I got just shy of 900. It was like 898. So 2 more stitches would have been 900 stitches during the retreat on Penny's Potions. Okay, your next finish.
Those were both our magazine.
Yeah, that came out of Just Cross Stitch magazine. Oh, I normally have that written down, and I didn't write it down.
One of the prompts was that we had to do something on a magazine, and so that was our magazine start.
That was my magazine prompt and a dress prompt, because Penny's wearing a dress on her little scooter. Probably not the brightest idea, but she was wearing a dress on a scooter.
Oh, it's like, what? Stitching on that? Didn't dawn on me, but dress. The boys would like it. Anyway, my next one is snail slime. I was watching Athena, and she was saying that she wished that she put. So these are called for in Krynic, and she was saying that she wished that she put the Krynic down here in the potion bottles too. So I did. I thought that was a good idea. I thought it was funny that they didn't have the Krynic down there. They wanted it. I don't know.
In the bubbles, only in the bubbles. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. So anyway, I like the idea of putting it down at the bottom, so I did. And doing Krynic for a challenge, not the best plan.
No.
So during the challenge, see where there's it's open right there. So I filled that in during the challenge, and so then I was halfway through that going, and because it was challenge stitching, I just kept going and took it out afterwards. Took it out after the challenge was done. Anyway, that's Scary Apothecary.
Jeez.
And I put the stitches in. It wasn't like just because they weren't in the right spot. Anyway, it is on Vintage Stormy Night 32 count Lugana. And I was going to do Bitter Brew next, but because that's the alphabetical order part. But the snail slime fit a prompt with bubbles. It actually also has spiders too. That was another prompt.
Ooh, spiders.
And those were all my finishes.
Those were all your finishes?
I had 3.
You
during
had
the
4
retreat.
during the
No.
retreat.
No. Whoa. Yes.
That's how you beat me.
I know.
So she beat me by 9 points.
According to us, I beat him by 18, but according to actual counting,
because I didn't count any of the stash dives or digital dives or I think I got an extra points for doing some Quidditch things, things like that. So I didn't have all the odds and ends stuff. I just had strictly challenges on there and finishes,
like stitching challenges and
yeah,
finishing.
she kicked my butt on that one. So
What did I finish?
Year 3, and then
that other one that I can't show. That's because that's a gift.
Oh,
That's right.
That's
My
right.
secret stitching.
Secret stitching.
If you were on Facebook, or if you were at the retreat, you saw it. But
Yep.
it's just something that yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So my other finish during the retreat was the Salem Sisters Apothecary by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And, here, let's just drop it all down. There it is there. It's getting a little blown out. The screen is really a
Pull it
cool
back
green.
little bit.
Yeah.
Closer.
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry, we've been having problems with our cameras lately. They were doing great, and then we kind of switched devices and not quite getting the same color like we used to. So yeah, that's Salem Sisters by Primrose Cottage Stitches on 32 count Lugana, called 5 o'clock somewhere, which was a Black Needle Society exclusive in their, I think, January box, which was the
January. Yeah.
Aaron.
2 martini.
Two martini stitcher box. And I put in just shy 800 stitches, 791 stitches I put in that during the retreat. And just a random little fact, I put in over 5,000 stitches during the retreat, almost 6,000 stitches during the retreat. And then total since our last Flosstube,
3 weeks.
for the last 3 weeks, I'm just shy 8,000 stitches. I did 7,954 stitches since we last saw each other. So it's been quite a busy 3 weeks.
Trying to get
ready and then doing some really cool stuff during the retreat. So let's get into what we stitched on during the retreat.
Okay. As I showed you before, we're doing the Frogwarts year 4 banner, and I do that on 32 count vintage country mocha. And shoot, I pulled a Kevin. I showed you the back. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Anyway, Kevin's back is actually not bad. Mine sucks. Anyway, this is where I got to. That's about 30% done. There's a lot more to go.
Cool.
Were you gonna show your not on that one?
I'm just gonna go through my projects. I'm just waiting. I didn't know if you were done yet or not.
With that one, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So first up in my list, one of the most despised prompts, I think, was to stitch on a project with a mask.
Wasn't despised. I think it was just the hardest to find.
Well, yeah, I think that's why I despise. Everybody was kind of like, mask, can't find a mask, or don't have a mask. And I've seen this pattern in my my Etsy like thing for a while now, because you guys know I did this one, was doing the series for Halloween, but Pedal Pusher has a beach day series, and the horse has a scuba mask on and the tank and the little mouthpiece, and I'm doing this entire series now also. I got one more for the Halloween one, but I busted this one out to get a mask. But I am doing this not as individuals like I did the Halloween. She has an alternate thing where they're all together, and it's a speech day on the top in the middle, and I'm doing it this way. So I got a little bit of a start. I didn't do a ton of stitching on this, but there's where I'm at with him. I had to get the tank in there and the mask and the mouthpiece because it just kind of cracks me up. So this is on 28 count everything by Fortnight Fabrics, which is opalescent. I think I probably can't see it. Doesn't matter. But this is opalescent, pretty sparkly. Yeah, sparkly. Kind of throws your eyes off a little bit when you got it underneath the magnifying glass. But yeah, I didn't get too much in on that one. I only got 262 stitches in on that one. But away it goes. Scuba Stallion. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
My next one is Maleficent Double Exposure. This one I just love. I don't remember what this prompt was for, but it was for something.
Black, I think.
I don't remember. Anyway, this is where I got to. It's mostly I just worked right here. And I have to do some more on this for a, I'm in another group that it is Candyland. We're playing Candyland. Like Kevin and I play Monopoly. This other group, we're doing Candyland. And so I wanted to work on this some more. And so I picked that for the Candyland. I have to do 500 stitches on that. So that shouldn't take that long.
Shouldn't take too long.
Because that's just back and forth,
back and forth.
And luckily, it's just like one across, because that's about 100 stitches. So, I mean, you see nothing when you're actually looking at it, but there's a ton of stitches in that.
Yep. So speaking about going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. One of the stitching challenges was to stitch on something with specialty stitches or full coverage. And I picked full coverage, and I went back to the old Visit the Shire, which I think is one of my oldest whips. This is by Country Magic Stitch. And I went back and forth. I filled in like all this blue, and then from about here down, I went with the green. So that finished that prompt, and I think I did it for another prompt too. But yeah, that was a good back and forth. And for 2 prompts, so for 2 hours, oh, it's not even in here. It didn't even register on my app. Oh, I didn't put it in there. I think I got about 500, just over 500 stitches in on that one. That's right. I wanted to go back to the boards to capture my stitching count on those because it was in Pattern Keeper and it doesn't keep the history of stitches. And I didn't write them down because you're going from one thing to another, so there was no time to sit down and record my stitches from Pattern Keeper.
Well, that last one you had to. He had like 248 stitches or something, or 148. I don't remember. And I'm like, oh, you need to put those 2 extra stitches in to get that extra point.
Yeah.
And he's like, ah. And so anyway,
I have a hanging thread. I mean, I got hanging threads everywhere, but I did an entire length of thread to put 2 stitches in. Actually, if you look,
they're right there.
There's 2 stitches right there.
It cracked me up.
Got to get that point.
Yes.
So.
This one I did not do for Frogwarts, but it is the collector. And I said I was going to get 2 letters done, and I did. I got the L's.
The L's.
So, anyway, there you go. That one was a quick and easy one.
Cool. So many bags, so many projects. This is ridiculous. So next up was... I think I did this for the Stitch on Something with Black. And something else. But anyway, Baba Yaga, Stitch on this one by Autumn Lane. This was part of the Black Needle box, one of the Halloween boxes. Came fully kitted with the linen and the threads and everything. And it's 32 count Catacombs by Bestitch Me. And I got just over 300 stitches in on that, which a lot of that is the black, but I did get a couple skulls over here, skulls over here, some of the underlying stuff there. And I picked this up, I'm like, why didn't I stitch on this more often? This is such a fun stitch. It's an easy stitch. Like, all this black is pretty quick to stitch. Yeah, I was like going, man, I should have put that for more prompts because it fit a lot of different prompts. So, oh well, we'll get there.
Mm-hmm. My full coverage was this one. It is what's it called? Welcome to Hogwarts. It is by Country Magic Stitch, and did a bunch of the, so all this, all right here, up into here, that is all one color.
Yeah, that's the one thing with those patterns. She's got
I love it
a lot of sky
for challenges because they just go really quickly, but doing it, I think I'm going to, and I love how they finish up. I think I'm going to have to do like one strand here, one strand there.
Yeah, I mean, if you,
just like my Maleficent, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, if you looked at the Visit the Shire, all that, those two colors of blue, and it's like half the chart is those 2 colors. I think I've gone through 3 skeins of 747.
Yeah,
so.
My Maleficent is 939, and I've done at least
multiple, yeah,
at least 3.
Yeah, I know, that's ridiculous, huh?
Yeah.
But
and I'm not even close to being done with that. I think she said we needed 7 skeins or something.
Holy moly.
It's just, yeah. Anyway, it's fine.
Okay, next up. Oh, I need to get a thing for this one. I think the prompt was stitch on a dragon. I got dragons. And I stitched on Firewing Designs Messenger. And I got a little bit in, actually. This is on 32 count linen called Denim by Rovaris. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting this one's the kind of see-through one. But there we go. And really I got in this stuff here in the wing, and then I got the tail connected. So the tail came to about here, and then I got it connected back up. So that's what it's looking like now. And I'm liking how this one's showing up. So, and that's using pumpkin juice thread by, what was that?
Color
and Cotton. Which is
I think.
came in the year 3 Frogwarts. So I think it was last year's Frogwarts box that came in. So yeah, super cool.
I don't know, it looks really good.
I think.
I really like the variegation on that one.
Yep. How many more do you got?
I don't know. This one is Halloween Quaker. I needed a prompt with socks, and I couldn't find any that had socks. And Katie said that a Christmas stocking would work. And as I was and so then I started this so that way I could have a thing with socks. And then there's also spiders somewhere. Anyway, there's spiders. Oh, right here. Anyway, so I did this. I did for both those, and this is where I got to. I love this fabric. It is 28 count Jobelan, but I love the color, and I love how the floss is looking on it. It's looking really good. But it is the hardest thing to stitch on.
Why is it hard to stitch on?
Because the holes for me, I'm an in-hand stitcher, so the holes. I'm not sure. I think this. I don't get. It just takes me a long time to try to figure it out. Anyway, I did that for 2 challenges, and I think I probably got a total of like 300 stitches. when that other one, one challenge and I got 350 stitches. So
yep,
it's I think the thread is just so not really loose, but it's not I don't know. I get in between threads. I mean, I stitch through threads all the time on this one. I mean, but I love it. It's just not going to be a challenge piece.
Challenge piece goes a little too slow for you.
Yes. I don't mind doing it when I'm. I know you keep trying to start. You keep trying to show, but I don't mind doing it when I'm doing it. But for a challenge, it's not going to work.
No, I totally agree. There's some fabrics that take me a little bit longer to go, but
yeah.
Anyway, all right. No, I have to get in position for this one. So,
do I need to move?
Nope. I'm gonna probably need your help. So I haven't showed any of my Frogwarts because I restarted everything. So I decided I want to do everything on a single piece of fabric. And I think I mentioned last Flosstube that I got parchment by Fabric Flare. And that came in the day before the 4th of July. So I spent the 4th of July kind of gritting out all the years down the side, and then I went across, which I think I screwed up the top, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, here we go. So I started
year 1.
There's year 1. And I got Wingardium in there, and I got a little bit of Hedwig, and then the banner down there in the bottom. And then we'll scroll down. There's year 2. And that's the basilisk down there in the bottom, and then the part of the
burrow.
The burrow. And then here's year 3, which I didn't really work on at all.
That's the night bus.
And that purple is the night bus. And then the white down there is ridiculous. And then finally year 4, which I did get some progress in. And there's year 4. So there you go. That's that. And then I got plenty of fabric down here to keep on going. I'm hoping this is too wide. I'm thinking it's too wide. But I'm going to continue with year 4 to get to the right-hand edge of it to see where the actual pattern stops, because they're all the same width, you know. And then maybe trim off some of the fabric. I know it's too big as it is, but I wanted to be on the safe side. But as soon as I can get that width locked in, I'm gonna cut that down. Maybe I can shrink my scroll frames down a size too, because it's pretty unwieldy on this thing.
Yeah, when he's stitching, he has to put his tablet on the stitching in order to see it, because it's just can't quite.
I couldn't. I usually have my tablet sitting off to the right of me, but with this long of a scroll frame, I couldn't see it. I'm trying, and then I put it next to me, and then I would knock it with my elbow. So I finally just ended up putting it right on top of the scroll frame as I'm stitching. But then that ended up being a pain. So every time I needed to tie off or something like that, I had to move my tablet over, and yeah. Anyway.
I'm having really a lot of fun with you moving your hands, because it's hot here.
Yeah.
And you're making the air go.
It's been brutally hot here. Well, not brutally hot, but
not like Arizona.
Well, we went from
other places.
We went from 70s to 100 within days. I mean, I think a lot of people are experiencing that this year, but there's no time to adjust to the heat, and it just comes on.
Yeah, normally we're 80s and then 90s and then hundreds. It didn't go. It just jumped really quick. It did.
All right, so you got one more?
Yes, one more.
Okay.
And this is my my monthly challenge, my monthly focus. It's 12 Days of Christmas with Tiny Modernist. And it's on 28 count Evenweave. And during the challenge, I actually finished this top banner. So I just finished all the writing there. And then I did some down here. I did the snow. That's where I got to.
Awesome. Yeah,
and
so
that's it.
All in all, it was a fun retreat.
I don't know how many stitches I did. I'd like to actually figure that out. I do have them written down, but
yeah, I mean, I didn't have the Shire in there, so I mean, it was a lot of stitching for those days. They do stash dies, and if you've never done a stash die before, it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. You got a bunch of items that have to fit the criteria. So some of them were like motifs on a pattern. Some of them were like needle minders. Some of them were just patterns. Sometimes it was just crap around your house.
Anything,
yeah. So
in your room.
Oh, in your room, yeah, not around your house, but in your room. So yeah, when Eric and I are doing that journey, it's kind of funny. It's there's just stuff everywhere. So
yeah, we bring all our stuff down into our room down here, and just
we're bumping
chaos.
into each other. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. So, and then they have digital ones, which are kind of fun. I went for they have stuff like you can find, I don't know, like size 28 needles. They had to be different brands on different sites and stuff like that, and they cost 1 point. But they had this shopping list on each one of them, and if you can find an item every item on the shopping list, it was worth a bunch of points. So I went for that every single time, which I didn't complete because I knew if I could get that, I'd totally beat her. So I was going for the coup de grace with the shopping list.
How'd that work for you?
It didn't, but it was worth it. I mean,
yeah, 9 points. Yeah, that was a lot.
It was.
I mean,
it wasn't that
much. It was not much.
It was
is
not
what
much.
I was trying to say.
And I kind of threw in the towel on Sunday. Number one Sunday, I was dragging.
In California, it starts at 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was up talking with some of the ladies the night before, and then I couldn't quite go to sleep because it's been hot, and we couldn't really cool the house down. So I probably was working on about 3 hours, 4 hours sleep. And get older, it's harder. I was one eye stitching 6 o'clock in the morning.
When I wake up, I like waking up about 9. 8 o'clock is when I have to wake up for school and for work and stuff. But 9 is where I want to be.
Yeah, 7 o'clock's fine, but 6 o'clock is a little early.
6 o'clock, yeah, which meant that we got up at 5:30, and I needed to take a shower because I was like, yeah.
So, but yeah, a lot of fun. Can't wait till next year. In 2 weeks, we're going to the Black Needle Society.
Camp Black Needle.
Camp Black Needle, the in-person retreat that they put on in Independence, Missouri. Mm-hmm. So we'll be flying out there. We're going a couple days early. We're going to go hit some of the cross-stitch shops, drive around a little bit. We enjoyed the area last year when we were there. There's a couple lakes, got the river, all that kind of stuff, and I like going to see that kind of thing. So we'll probably be driving around quite a bit, just looking at stuff. Get some Kansas City barbecue. Hopefully won't strike out like we did last year, but
yeah, that was interesting.
I got a place in mind, so highly rated. We'll give it a shot because we got time. So, and we kind of know where we're at now. So
yeah,
last time we had no clue. We're like flew in. All right.
I think we flew in at night, and like there was.
We did.
It was just dark.
Yeah. I think we landed like 11 o'clock at night. This time we're 11 o'clock during the day. So.
Yeah, it was dark, and it was just like we saw nothing, and so now anyway, it'll be fun.
Yeah,
we're good.
So I think that's a wrap. I don't got anything else. You got anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm all good.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess till next time. Happy stitching. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.